Another defining role, man. Did you
Yeah,
get that? The first question,
I,
did you get that defining role yet? You think,
yeah.
or
Listen,
not
man,
yet?
the defining role would be he played me. I would never, that's my favorite film. Um, it did crazy numbers, man. We set all type of records for that movie. One of the first films out of Detroit to go viral and do what it did on a national level. Um, of course, I want another defining role, but I also embrace the fact that sometimes when you play a role so good, that's just what they're gonna always view you as. I've done other movies that I've had, killed the roles too, but people be like, "But you still Ja," and that's cool. Like it's okay. I get it because Ja, that character was powerful, and I put a lot into being Ja in front of the camera and off. So I'm reaping the benefits of that role. So, do I want another defining one? Yes, but if I had to say one, that he played me would definitely be that right now.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. All right. I'm gonna open up the floor. Anybody else got any questions for Mr. Alfonso? Sheikah, what up?
I just want to say what up, though, bro. I'm from Detroit, Michigan as well. So what up, though?
Oh, what up, though?
Very proud of you. Keep up the
Thank
great,
you. I
phenomenal work.
super appreciate that. Thank you so much for that.
Wait, is that something y'all say in Detroit? Because I heard that on BMF.
Yeah, because BMF, they from here. So what up, though, is just basically how we greet you. So when we see you, we just be like, "What up, though?" Like, "What up, though?"
I thought that was like an
It's
acronym.
just
DOE, Detroit over everything. What up, though?
what up, though. So it's just what up, like what up, and then we put the dough. It's not though. So if we ever hear you say what up, though, we know you're not really from here because anybody from Detroit know it's dough, like DOE. What up, dough?
That's funny.
Nah, so the floor is open. Sheikah, you got a question? Candace, you got a question? Empress?
Well, I'm not from Detroit. I'm from the suburbs, from Inkster. But what up, though?
What up,
But
though? You
is
ain't too
there
far
gonna
away.
be is there gonna be a He Played Me three?
No, ma'am. There is not. There would not be a he played me, and if it is, I won't be a part of it. So yeah, no,
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe in another lifetime.
Empress, you wanted to say something? You got some more
Yes, I
questions?
do. Period. Thank you that for. I'm sorry for the my phone was stuck. I apologize for that. So, Mr. Alfonso, I definitely have another question for you. I know you answered it earlier. I know you answered. I know you answered it partially earlier. So, my question is: given your dynamic portfolio, what's next on your career journey? I know you talked about some projects that you have.
Hmm.
But are there any other roles, themes, or genres that you're looking to explore? And how do you envision stepping into that, writing, directing, or producing?
So yeah, you probably you pretty much just nailed it. I did actually co-produce a couple of projects. So Won't He Do It, the one I just spoke of, I co-produced that, and then I'm in another series that's going to be coming out next year, 25 as well, called Vindicated. I also co-produced that with a good buddy of mine. So I am also going to be getting in my writing bag and getting a team of writers together and coming up with my own projects and my own content. So that's something that I'm gonna do that I haven't done as far, I've done the co-producing, but I'm gonna, try to step into the directing and come up with my own projects. Also, as far as films that I want to do on my wish list that I have not done yet is an action film. Being 6'5", 6'6", 265 pounds, I feel like I want to do something where I'm throwing somebody through a glass table and we breaking shit up. So that would be a dream role for me that I would love to do. Just haven't had the opportunity to do it yet.
And
For
no cap,
that,
I could see you like playing the freeze, like
yeah,
like
yeah,
that man on the damn, what was that movie called? The Incredibles.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like if they made like a live version of that, like a realistic version, I could see you doing that.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that. So I haven't had the opportunity, but If it ever come about, just know I'm going to jump on it wholeheartedly.
Period, y'all. I'm so sorry. Clubhouse has a new update. Period. I know you talked about self care
Hmm.
the other day, I mean, excuse me, earlier. Oh my goodness, God gracious. I apologize. I know you talked about spoke on self care earlier, and just looking at you, you can tell that you are like you work out. So I want to ask,
Hmm.
how tall are you? And do you feel like some roles they were like, no, you're too big for this role, like you're too muscular for this role?
All
How
the
many roles do
time.
you get rejected from for being in fit,
All the
being in
time.
shape?
Listen, I
Talk
so
about it.
how tall I'm 6'5", 6'6". Um, like I said, 265 pounds. So I'm a big fella. I remember I did an audition for a film. I don't even remember what the film was. It was some years back, early in my career. And when they were done, everybody clapped, and they usually don't react in the audition. It's usually after you're done, they look at you for a minute and be like, all right, thank you. We appreciate you. We'll be in contact." And sometimes you don't know like what they really think and feel because they just kind of poker faced you and just like, all right, we'll be in contact. So you're like, oh shit, I don't know what I. So, but I had a room. They clapped. And then the guy says, "You know what, big fella, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you probably was the best audition that we seen. Like real shit. Like, I'm not joking. The only problem is, bro, you too big. You too tall. Our lead is half your size. And with you and him on camera together, your presence alone is going to dominate the screen, and they're not even going to be looking at him because you're so much bigger." So he was like, I got something else coming down the line. I'm gonna hit you for that. But this one, bro, I would love to use you, but we just can't because you too big. And I've heard this several times throughout my auditioning process. So it can be disheartening, but at the same time, man, it just is what it is. That's just one of the things that come along with the game. So I accept it and keep it moving.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that, because my son, not my own story doesn't matter, but my son is 6'4" and like 220 pounds. He's only 16, so he's like,
Oh,
that's
he
what
a
he wanted
big
to do
boy at
for his
16. He
side gigs. I'm
grown
like, yo,
man
you won't get in a
already.
lot of roles because of your height.
Yeah, yeah. Because for me, man, when they shoot me in these films, you know, they gotta use a lot of apple boxes. And apple boxes is literally what it sounds like. It's just a box that they stand on, and when they get in your close up, which means it's over my shoulder, they got to get on the apple box to get it because I'm too tall. If they stand regular, all they're gonna see is the back of me and not see you. So, these are things that they think about when you have to be shot. There are sometimes in certain scenes that I've done where they be like, okay, bro, you're too tall. Don't even stand up on this scene. We just gonna have you sit there and you just do your dialogue. Or we're gonna have you stand here, but just always hunch over because if you stand up, you're gonna be out of frame. So it's a lot of little things that they can shoot around if they just choose to. But if it's too difficult or you just stand out too much and that's not what they're trying to do, then it won't work. And they're not gonna use you.
I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Gotcha. Yeah, so I always wonder, like, when you have castmates, like when your castmates, like, when they see, like, oh, snap, I never knew that you were that tall.
Hmm.
Or do you ever feel self-conscious going into a role, especially if it's a role where you feel like they're like, oh, they don't, they may not want somebody this tall, but you're like, you know what, I'm a ace it anyway. I'm gonna do my best anyway. You seem like you just do your best, but I would like to
Yeah, I
know.
just I just really try to do my best. I never feel self-conscious anymore. I think that I never really did. I think the only time I did was during the sex scene, and it just because it was my first time. But ever since then it's like whatever, we just gonna do it and get it done. But nah, I just go out there, man. I give what I can give, and I just let the chips fall where they may. That's really it. I don't you have to when you're doing this, and they tell you this too, like I've taken classes, I'm actually taking a class right now.